Hello viewers, welcome back once again to our PES 2019 Glasgow Rangers Master League series. Hope that you are all doing well. And remember, if you are yet to check out episode 7 or any of the previous episodes, go and check those ones out first before you come back to this one. But without further ado, it's time to begin the episode, and let's start with a recap of the fixtures we've played in between episodes 7 and 8. First up, we had Kilmarnock away, and it started off well, as once again El Buffalo got himself onto the score sheet. He cuts inside here and slots it past the goalkeeper. Unfortunately though, once again we do it the hard way, as Kilmarnock managed to find an equaliser just shortly after the goal. Some poor defending on the left hand side leads to Tavernier getting cut across by his man, and Kilmarnock equalise. That thankfully knocked us into gear though, as we then went and hit Kilmarnock for 4. First of all, this lovely ball ends up in Morelos' path, who slots it past the goalkeeper, and Morelos is then able to complete his hat-trick as it's laid off from Lafferty, and he pounces onto this to once again finish in the back of the net. And finally, Jamie Murphy hits onto the score sheet. Ajaria drives down the middle. He tries to feed it through to Morelos, who knocks it onto Murphy, and Murphy forces it past the keeper, and it finishes 4-1. Next up, we had a scrappy 1-0 win against Dundee, which came thanks to a nice cool finish from one Alfredo Morelos. And quite clearly, Kyle Lafferty was getting annoyed with him getting all the plaudits, so he decided to turn up this time. In our game against Hearts, he scores once against his former club with this really precise header. And then that was followed by a more scrappy goal from the corner. An half-field header is saved. He pounces on it. Colin Doyle will be furious, but we don't care. And finally, our man El Buffalo gets onto the score sheet. Lafferty feeds him through. El Buffalo's there onto the end of it, and he places it calmly past Colin Doyle. So I was taken back that Luke Shaw won Asia's Best Player Award, but then I realised it was just players playing in Asia, not actual Asian nationalities. But then I saw this. Oh yeah, I know you spotted it. Now I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not actually taking the job at Celtic, strangely enough, in this Rangers Master League series. So we'll just brush past that one and pretend it never happened. Moving on though, and I want to turn your attention to the fact that I was actually playing this Master League on professional. And I know a lot of you might be thinking, wow, that's terrible. That is awful. You need to move that up immediately. Well, I have. It is now on top player. I just wanted to be professional whilst I was adapting to the game as a FIFA player beforehand. But now I'm starting to smash teams. So I've gone up to top player. And hopefully then we can push on and end up moving to superstar and then legend. Moving on to the final game though, and I'm not going to lie, it didn't feel like I'd moved up to top player because we had some Mirren. And we absolutely smashed them. Starting off with Kyle Lafferty getting onto the score sheet once again. He was really starting to hit some form. Furthered by this terrible defensive error from the St Mirren defender as El Buffalo pops in to the equation with another goal. Scott Arfield then pounces onto this delightful cross from James Tavernier to make it 3-0. And then shortly after, El Buffalo arrives again to make it 4. That was topped off by Candeas super sub getting onto the score sheet after this lovely cross from Lee Wallace. He manages to pounce and slot it past. Our day was ruined, however, as after the game I got this message. That's right, 30-year-old Kyle Lafferty has decided that he's to retire at the end of the season. I can't quite believe it, to be honest. That's so disappointing. I feel like that is a bug on the game's part because it's just not going to happen, is it? He's been on absolute fire recently and it has just put a dampener on things. And so here we are, guys. You join me just a few seconds after hearing the terrible, heartbreaking news that he's retiring at the end of the season. And it is now the beginning of the transfer window in January, and as a result we have a few moves. Eddie Nketiah joins up with the squad, but more importantly we have a few departures, 5 to be exact. Glenn Middleton leaves on loan, Rossiter, Alnwick, McCrory left on a permanent deal, as does Alan Mcgregor. Now, it is a sad day. I know a lot of Rangers fans are really high on McGregor due to his really good performances in real life, but I didn't want to sell him. I have to say, I didn't want to sell him, but they offered me 5 million. You cannot turn down 5 million for a 36-year-old goalkeeper, in my opinion. And we have Fotheringham. He is actually rated higher, so we just had to go with it. It will be reinvested into the club at some point, so hopefully we can do right by him. Meanwhile, I've also had this notification saying we should take another look at our contract with Morelos. He obviously has a release fee, and they're worried that someone may come along and pay that release fee. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's have a look. His release fee, 3.9 million. Wow, we have got to change that right now. If we have a look here, I want to get rid of this release fee. Chance of signing 100%. There you go. Let's just go with it. It doesn't offer a length, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But 100% chance of signing, so we just go with it. And that's it, because at 3.9 million, wow, I'm surprised somebody hasn't come in for him already. We've got lucky in that regard. But, we have to be wary of things like that. In fact, I think at some point I am going to go through and have a look, see if anyone else has got release fee. And if we have a look here in the youth team, we've actually got a goalkeeper rated 70. We have a look here, 16 years old. Wow, we have to keep an eye on him. He could be promoted very, very soon. That could very well be our replacement for McGregor, which is lucky. We've also got a centre-half in who looks decent. He's 16 years old, 83 speed for a centre-back. That is good. From Egypt. This one is from Paraguay, so that's cool as well. Hopefully they can develop. We're going to keep a close eye on them. Have a look here. Here are some more people here. We've got a Senegalese striker, 16 years old, 70 rated. Like the look of that indeed. There's quite a few newbies here. We're going to keep an eye on these guys because they look really, really good. But it is time to move on. So, yeah, my original plan was to do a double header, but I'm thinking I've got a lot of highlights to show you here. I'm not sure how much time that will have taken because obviously that is post editing. So we're going to go into the Aberdeen game, and depending on how exciting or how unexciting it is, we could do the Motherwell one as well. If there's a lot of chances, maybe a lot of goals, then we probably will miss out the Motherwell one. If not, then we'll put that in as well. So yeah, I'll let you know. Meanwhile though, I'm going to fast forward to the game, and I will see you then. Okay guys, welcome back. You join me on the day of the game, but first of all, I want to point your attention to something, and that is that we have actually made a loan offer for 6 months for one Adamola Lookman. Of course, at Everton at the moment. In real life, he was poised to join Red Bull Leipzig on a permanent. He's obviously been on loan there last year, but the deal fell through. So as a result, he's just sort of sitting around at Everton, not doing a whole lot. So I feel like this is a realistic acquisition for us to bring him in on loan. He looks really good indeed. Versatile as well, can play anywhere across the front three in terms of either wing and up front. So hopefully we can get that deal done. But meanwhile, it's time to move on to the Aberdeen game, and this is the lineup I'm going with, and it's pretty self-explanatory to be fair. Same team that I've really kept with on the whole, and that is with Fotheringham in goal, Katic Bartley at the back along with Tavernier and Lee Wallace, Koulibaly and Scott Arthur in midfield with Ryan Kent and Jamie Murphy on either side, and then Kyle Lafferty and Alfredo Morelos leading the line. Those two have been in brilliant form, as you can see, leading the scoring charts on 20 for Morelos and 10 for Lafferty. So hopefully we can see more of that today. Away we go then, guys. This should be an interesting game. I don't think we've played Aberdeen yet on this series, so it'll be good for you guys to see just what they can offer. He's looked to whip the ball in. Oh, jeez. We've started really poorly here, guys. Aberdeen come out on the front foot. We look a bit shell-shocked, to be fair. Just need to try and get the ball down, have a little spell of possession, because as you can see, they're getting close. Oh, he's gone over the top to Jamie Murphy. Nice play from Jamie Murphy. He's found the ball to Lafferty. Oh, he's hit the bar. That's really unlucky. Perhaps he should have done better there, Kyle Lafferty. I think someone like him, he would have expected to do better. He's found Lafferty and he's going to look for the run of Morelos. He finds a run of Morelos who's got ahead of his man. Morelos, he's all on his own. Oh, he's got to hit the target. It's such nice play. A really good ball from Lafferty. Morelos pounces onto it. And, you know, he praises those sort of chances. But in all fairness, it's a poor, poor finish. Really unlike him. In recent times, anyway, he's been on tremendous form. Oh, he's sent through here. And Lee Wallace has been caught shy of his man. Thankfully, he's turned out Noel McGinn. What on earth are you doing? That was terrible from him. He could have cut inside and he would have been through on goal. I mean, they nearly scored from it anyway, to be fair. I think that's Stevie May in the middle. In the end, it's a good ball. But what was Noel McGinn doing? He should have cut inside. Angled himself towards the goalie. And he would have been in. Strange decision. But again, we need to be more wary. It's gone over the top to Mackay Stephen. Oh, wow. What? Unbelievable. It's Katic in the end with the own goal. I wanted Fotheringham to come out and claim that as I was holding Y. But he, I don't know, it's just a mess up really. I can't quite explain what's happened there. He seems to just misjudge where the ball is going to land. It's terrible, terrible. Katic doesn't do anything whatsoever. Just literally chests into his own net, angles his body towards goal. And, wow, Aberdeen have gone 1-0. Look, that's so, so disappointing. It's poor. Morelos manages to get onto it, though. Wallace, who crossed the ball in. Lafferty's there. Ken pounces. 1-1. We're back into the game. Yes, we do, Peter Drury. That is correct. We have our equaliser in the end. Morelos latches onto this disappointing through ball from Lafferty, but it's crossed back in. Lafferty misses, thankfully. Ryan Kent is there to pick up the scraps. And it is 1-1. So I'm going to look to make a sub here. Jamie Murphy's been terrible this game. Really, really poor. And I'm going to bring Candeas on for him. And I'm going to leave it like that for now. But watch this space. There could be more substitutions. There probably will be. Kent. Now what can we do with it? Lafferty. Can he get the 1-2 off of Morelos? Can Morelos beat his man? He can indeed. And he's through on goal. Alfredo Morelos to make it 2-1. Oh my word. I can't believe he's missed that. It was laid on a plate for him. And he somehow slided past the post. That is so, so disappointing. Time for another substitution, I think. There's a couple of players really looking tired. Koulibaly's looking tired, so Ajaria will come on for him. We'll keep it like that for now. Uh-oh, mess up at the back. They're going to score here. What a save from Wes Fotheringham. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant play. Send through Morelos. And he's looked to send through Candeas. Oh, that's a terrible ball. And Alfredo Morelos, he's having a poor game. And I'm going to take him off. And Eddie Nketiah will get his debut. And we'll see in this remaining 20 minutes or so just what he has to offer. Nketiah now. Oh, it's good play. He's found the overlapping run of Wallace. And he'll cross it in into Nketiah. But he's back in again, and Nketiah's there. Oh, it's saved from the goalkeeper. Forces a good save indeed, and it is a corner. Lafferty's looking for something in the middle and he gets it. And it's brilliant play. The 1-2 again. This time to send Candeas in. And Candeas scores. It is 2-1 to Rangers. Not a whole lot of time to go. Lovely build-up play indeed. We've been able to just open them up at the back. And it is, once again, that dreaded 1-2. I love the give and go. It's working so well for us right now with those sort of players. And Eddie Nketiah, on his debut, gets the assist. Puts through Candeas. And this time we managed to put what is really an easy finish away. And thankfully, it's now 2-1. Away. Oh, Jesus. Don't know that one at all. Katic beaten in the air there. Perhaps should have done better. He really should have. He's managed to send it over. Oh no, Lee Wallace. No, what is Lee Wallace doing? And we're not picking up the men in the middle. And probably last kick of the game. Aberdeen have equalised. That's so disappointing. We switch off yet again. It's the same problem that's persisted all game. And we haven't corrected it. Just switching off at the back. Losing our men. Look at him. I mean, he's vacant in the middle. Then Lee Wallace is in no man's land. He really should be out wide. And then the centre halves, look at them, they're in absolute despair, and so they should be, because that is just poor defending, and once again it has let us down. You can't rely on the strikers forever. At some point you've got to see the game out. We have a look here, we've got less than a minute left and it really isn't going to happen. We can't even get the ball to Lafferty. But I'll tell you what, Aberdeen might be in though. No way. Are you serious? Off. Shut the up, Peter Drury, man. It's annoying. What has happened there? Everyone's just charging. And the goalkeeper can't even get there quick enough. Just get rid of it. Fucking defend. Oh. Right, well, that's it, guys. And I've got no words. It's really annoyed me. Yes, thanks for that, Peter Drury. Defence yet again, and that's forced me to make some changes. Celtic have won. We narrowed the gap down to 4, and now it's gone to 7 because of that. And that is the first loss of the season in the league as well. It's really, no words. I was just so annoyed at that. Terrible defending. We're going to need to make a change. As there's update in these negotiations. Let's have a look here at Morelos. We'll just accept his terms. He's had a pay rise, and that should update sometime soon, but I'm not sure yet. I can't say too well. I'm still shell shocked at what happened. Earlier on. I've got no words. We're going to lower this down to 636,000, 83%. And yeah, we're going to go with that. As you can tell by my voice, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm so annoyed after that. Oh, it's just so frustrating. Why can't you just keep a lead? 2 goals in a minute, less than a minute. It's just, you got no words, have you? It is just bottle job, absolute bottle job. And Connor Goldson is coming in for the next game at 100%. So yeah, we're gonna end it there, guys. Obviously, I did say at the start, if there was a lot to show you in that game, we probably wouldn't have time for them. Well, I don't want these episodes to be over half an hour long, to be honest, and I feel like this one will be if I have that in. So we're going to end it there. If you've made it through to the end, of that shambolic performance, then thank you so much. I'm really sorry I couldn't bring home the win today, but I always keep saying there's still a long way to go, and there is. We're only on match day 20, so we're halfway in. Not even halfway. So let's just keep going, keep ploughing along, and we will put the pressure on Celtic surely at some point. And obviously we've still got Europa League and the Cup to go. So yeah, it's on to end up there. In terms of next game, wow, we're back for that one. If my defence doesn't improve by then, we're in serious trouble. But we've got games in between them, which obviously I'm going to go away and play. But yeah, join me for the second Old Firm derby of the season. But yeah, that's it then, guys. Do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you want to see more regular gaming content, including Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. And yeah, I'm Bro18, and I'll see you soon.